I went and bought one of these so you didn't have to, and I wanted to show it to you. Let's get into the review. So I got this huge backpack from Klein. I did purchase this with my own money, and I wanted to see if this blow molded case with my new HVAC gauges would fit inside it. Hopefully they will. We can check it out together. So I just picked this case up today. This is the new backpack, the newest version. It's actually a pretty big backpack. This is the Tradesman Pro Tool Station Pro backpack, 27 pockets. And when I really saw this, I saw this deal where you're supposed to be able to put a flashlight. So the headlamp, and I actually did purchase one of those, so you got to get to see. But I really wanted to see if these new digital gauges, I haven't done a video on this, so I'll eventually show those to you. I just recently got those, and I want to see if how this fits. Here's the receipt from Lowe's. Show you I did actually purchase it. And so here, I do like the fact that you can actually take and put these clips in here if you want to keep it from coming popping out, because this whole area, this whole front piece kind of lifts out. There is a pocket here which goes down pretty deep, and then the pocket here in the front. So, and then down here there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets in here, then an open space. You see the open space. It's got the Klein orange on the inside, which it doesn't really matter what color it is. On this side, it's got basically an expandable pocket. So you could actually put, I have somewhere over here, I have a Top Tez leak detector, and let's see if that actually fits. This is a pretty good size case. So yeah, that'll actually fit in the side of there if I want to take my leak. I'm intending to use this bag for my HVAC bag to, like I said, to carry mainly have my digital gauges. There's so many different types of refrigerants now. I wanted to get a set of digital gauges, so I just recently got those. The only drawback with putting that in the side here is it actually gets in the way of your tape measure, but typically with HVAC, I don't do any kind of installs with HVAC, so I don't really see that being a problem. So I can actually keep that in there. And this case is pretty big. This case right here from the Top Tez is 11.5 inches tall and almost 6.5 inches wide. So that actually fits in there. If it's tight, but it actually fits down there real nicely. For now, I'm just gonna leave that there and see how that does. And then I want to see, you got 2 zippers in there. If you've seen my video on the tool runner bag, this bag used to be about $120. It was $99 when I looked at Lowe's today. That's why I went ahead and picked it up. And then inside you have 4 pockets. You got 4 pockets down there on the bottom, and then a big open space, which hopefully, like I said, my gauges will fit in there. And then you have it's got a blow molded bottom to it, and there's a little gripper up here. Oh, you have a little USB-C connector. So if you want to hook your, put a battery in here and charge something on the outside, you can do that. So I could literally take my DeWalt. It goes from, looks like it's USB-C to USB-C. So, and this, I'll have to get a different battery topper, because this one only has USB, unless I get some sort of adapter, go down from a USB. Actually, I think I have one. Actually have one, so I can use this. You put that in here in the battery adapter, and then this other piece, like I said, just goes in the wall, so it actually becomes kind of part of the wall. And then you plug this in here, and then I can take a DeWalt battery, put it in here, and put it down in this bag, or this little pocket right here. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets on top, 3 on the bottom, and then 3 below that, 2 on the side. This bag is item number, like I said, normally it's $120, or was. I got it for $99, but it's 62482. And then the 800 lumen rechargeable 2-color headlamp is 56414. It's supposed to fit in this light deal right here. It's the first time having one of these headlamps. Yep, it actually clips there. Now that is cool.
Oh, I gotta get me one of those.
So pretty neat little setup, and I can take it off my head and put it in my bag if I'm out in the middle of the night working on an HVAC unit. I don't claim to be any kind of super tech or anything like that, so I work on HVAC units mostly from my friends or at work. Now my LE-Tech gauges, like I said, I'll do a video on these pretty soon. The main reason why I wanted this bag, I wanted a place to keep I want to keep the gauges in the case that it came in, so that actually fits in here really well. So it's probably going to be a little heavy, but to have one bag just to carry everything, you know, from my truck to a house or whatever, shouldn't be too bad. And at least with this way, I keep my gauges nice and clean. And there is some room, so I could literally put down in behind here. I could probably put the impact, even my DeWalt impact could go up underneath there. Let me see if I can fit it up underneath there, and then still put the gauges in there. Yeah. So that's nice. So that was a, is that my 20 volt or is that 12 volt? I think that's a 12 volt, which I tend to carry. Yeah, I got my so a 12 volt DeWalt impact will fit in there, and you can still put gauges on there. So that's pretty sweet. I actually like that a lot, a whole lot. So on this side, you actually have a bunch of just loops. I guess you could put like screwdrivers in there if you wanted to and keep them in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops, and then you got a electrical tape loop, and then a mesh pocket on there. The back has a bunch of padding on it, which it has some serious padding. Now this part of the bag is fairly rigid. The front is more of and it does stand straight up, which is nice, as it does have a plastic molded bottom to it. And I have several different HVAC tools that I want to keep in here. So I'm going to get it set up and then kind of show you what I've got. Okay, so this bag measures, it's a pretty big size bag, and the bag measures up to this corner right here, about 20.5 inches. And from not including the padding, or I'll just try to include it as much as I can, about with stuff in it, about 11 inches wide, and then, or basically 11 inches deep. And then over here on the inside of the bag, without I've got this packet stuck in here, so without that, it's about 14.5 inches wide. So 20, almost 21, 20.5 by 11 by 14, or 14.5. I think that's what I said. Yeah, 14.5. So it's a bigger size bag, but I wanted it that way because so I could literally fit, my whole guy was to fit my whole thing for wanting this, because I knew it was big and I wanted it that fit in. So basically what I did was I took, and here I just have a couple, I don't have a whole lot in this top. I have some thermocouple wires here, and here I have the strap for the headlight, which is inside. And then in this front pocket, I don't even have it totally decked out yet, but I have a wet bulb tester, some temperature sensors, the different brands, and I've got a voltage tester. I even have a magnet for the wet bulb tester, and got a brush to do a coil. So, and that's just in the front pocket. And then I still, over here, I'm gonna leave for now, I'm just gonna leave my leak detector here on the side. And then I added some husky bags on the back. Just basically there's some loops like there is on the other side, and I took those and took a carabiner and stuck it in the one in the back. And I have some wire jumpers in this one, and then I have some wire nut and connectors and stuff like that for doing electrical on HVAC. Here in the inside it, I actually took they have these little connectors here, and you can take these off and let them fall totally down. You know what, for the sake of this video, I actually unloosen them. And basically you can, what this does, piece right here, it actually keeps it from going all the way down, so it'll open up about that far and stop, which I kind of like actually. And then I have a temperature sensor, and there's basically four in here. There's 4 pockets. I only have a pair of 1000-volt pliers, and the rest of these are empty. I got 2 and 2, and then I have my digital gauges. Like I said, I'm not going to get into those right now until I do a video. And so in the back here, I actually have my field piece meter, my SC420, and I probably don't need this in here with the digital gauges, but I have a field piece ST4 temperature. This does the temperature and the delta T, and here's the clamps for it right here in this one. And then I've got some twin grip pliers from Knip. toothpicks, and then basically some plier strippers from these are kind of linemen's and strippers in the same. I really like these. These are from Milwaukee. And then I've got some Milwaukee side cutters, Milwaukee needle nose. I've got a Malco bit right here, and I think this is like a 27-in-1. I use it for a lot for thermostats and stuff like that. And then I have some extra little 3/8, quarter, and 5/16 bits for the Malco, even though I have a Malco bit on here already. And then of course the light, and you can take this light on and turn it on and off, and so turn it on, turn it back off. This goes on the headband. I have a HVAC 8-in-1. Love this tool. I was using this morning. And then on this one here I have this one is a 14-in-1 HVAC, so I have a bunch of different this is the Klein 32304. Got a bunch of different things in there for HVAC. I like that one. Got a couple alligator clips here on the side. These little pockets on the side, they're very small. And then other than that, then I have the cord here that you can hook up a battery and charge something on the outside. I did put some electrical tape on the side here, which is, like I said, which is nice. I can fit my digital gauges in there. That's why I wanted it, and closes up real nice. And then I think on here I have some poppers, fuse poppers in this mesh deal on the side. And I've got some mirrors, little telescoping mirrors. And again, on here I've got I could probably put something else in this if I wanted to, but right now I'm going to keep my leak detector in there. All in all, I think it's a pretty good setup. Bottom here got the molded bottom, little over 27 pounds. Straps on this are really nice through both of these handles. Let me show you up here. 2 handles, so you can grab the front and the back, and then it's got really thick padding. It even has padding on the inside. It has a cross member here. It goes across, and it seems pretty wide for somebody like me. Hope this helps somebody. If you're getting good value out of my channel, I appreciate it if you go down and hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. You get notified when I post a new video or go live. This is Tim and A2. I'm back at you.
I'll be back.